Hey, Annette, and we are live.
Hello, we are
Hello,
live.
everybody. Welcome here. Welcome here. Today is a Tuesday, August 26th, and we just want to thank God for this great opportunity He has given us to come and talk to you guys. We always talk about different things, different topics in our lives, and today we have a special one. So, allow me to welcome Annette here with for us because this is streaming in our pages. So, everybody, feel much welcome. We love you guys. Thank you for always supporting us, for that like, for that comment. It takes us a big way. Otherwise, welcome here. So today we have a very interesting topic. I know I was here a long time ago. That was like 18. Tomorrow I'll be celebrating my 18th month in this business. And everything that kept holding me back was skepticism. So today we're talking about skepticism feels safe. Yeah. But it quietly drains opportunity, time, and potential. So, what I can say here is that there is a cost, a hidden cost of skepticism because as we know opportunities comes on our way, but if we don't grab them, they don't come back. And even the Bible says the opportunity comes once. Yeah. And you might have another opportunity, but that will be a different case, or. So I was trying to imagine about doubt. Sometimes we find ourselves doubting, but doubt doesn't just protect you from risk, it paralyzes you because you're not able to move. You see, when you're doubting, there is fear. When you're doubting, there's a negativity. When you're doubting, it pulls a lot of things on your way, and that will definitely bring you down. But I was just thinking about opportunity move once you don't take advantage of the opportunity that you see. I've heard most of the people on net say that in this business, they saw it in 2019, 2020, 2021. They never grabbed the opportunity.
Mm.
You and I will agree that for the people who started this business 3, 4, 5 years back, hey, you can imagine where they are right now. My
Yeah,
coach
they're
started this
leading
business four
the
years back, and
yeah,
she's just doing amazing in this business. Yes, we still have people who come to this business within a short time. They are where they want to be, but majority of us, time matters in this business. And therefore, if something passes away, you might get it, find it again, but still that opportunity was taken to somebody else. And again, for me, my name is McKenna. Sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. I live in Nebraska, USA. I am a Kenyan. I live where we have farmers. I'm surrounded by farmers. My church members are all farmers, or maybe if they are retired, they have been farmers. But back in Kenya, still, my parents are farmers. I did most of the farming work. But can you imagine if you doubt the rain will come and you say, oh, last year it never rained. I just wasted my seed. So this year I will not do that again because I doubt if it will rain.
yeah.
And if you don't plant, that means there's nothing you get. I want to bring another aspect here of wisdom, the difference between skepticism and wisdom. Skepticism crosses the door completely. I remember when I wanted to check this business and I was like, oh no, scams. Oh, it is a Nigeria that I saw. Oh, Nigerians are like, wow, wow. You see that stereotype? And I
Mm.
was like, I crossed that door for a couple of months. But remember, when you're skeptical, it's good to be skeptical. But when you are wise, you'll be able to ask questions. And I thank God I was able to graduate to get there so that I could text this lady and say, hey, tell me more about the business and ask questions. That is wisdom. That means when fear tells you, hey, don't try, wisdom says, try wisely, check on it. And therefore, today, this topic is really amazing for me because there's a lot happening to this country, to the world today. And therefore, the issues of inflation, cost rise, and all that. And if we don't actually take advantage of it, then we realize ourselves, yeah, we're really struggling. I remember I started this business because of my retirement, my future, my children. If I never started where I was, I could still be there praying and trusting God for a miracle, of which I don't know if I would get it. So that is our interesting topic today. And thank you so much for those who have joined us, and even for those who watch later. We pray that this will really be able to change and move your life. And in case you have any comment, please put it in the comment section. And again, we always say in our pages, we have our numbers there. That's the beauty of this business. We have our website, and therefore you can reach to us anytime. So we move to our first question. So our boss lady, Annette, there is going to introduce herself. And then you can also say more about what I've said about skepticism and all that, and then you can go straight to the question. So welcome here.
Thank you. That's the first question that you want me to take up, right? Okay.
After introduction, yes.
Okay. How opportunities
Or do
have
you want this, or do you want
ah,
that there?
oh no, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. I can tackle them both at the same time. So,
All right.
hi. Hello everyone. Welcome here. Thank you so much for having me, McKenna. It's an amazing day again that we show up here, to actually tell people that, skepticism is keeping your doors closed. For those who are watching us for the first time, of course, we've been here before. My name is Annette, originally from Kenya as well, and I'm currently in Minnesota, USA with my family. I'm a mom of two girls, and I get to run my digital business on the side. And right now, it's like I'm running them both at the same time, full time as a registered nurse, and then at the same time running an online business. That's the beauty of having an automated system. So, thank you so much for having us here. And if you're watching live or coming back to watch the replay, of course, here is where I think McKenna wants us to talk about those people who are skeptical. And of course, I was part of the skepticism team where a few years ago here, I started looking around, especially having to feel like I was stuck at my 9 to 5 as a nurse, working multiple jobs and not having anything out of it. I know that I was having something out of it, but I was constantly stuck on the same spot. I was not moving forward, but instead, I was working multiple jobs, living paycheck to paycheck, and at the same time, gone, not available for my children and my family. That's when I said, if I be skeptical the same way I've been looking around many opportunities in the online space. Of course, there's many of them, but at the same time, having to do your due diligence is very important. And here is where we are talking about skepticism really just shuts your doors. But if you're wise, as McKenna just said here, if you're wise, you have wisdom that you're ready to ask the right questions and then act on them. That is the important part of it. I know that most of us as humans, of course, we will fear. We have fear. We have the fear of failing, the fear of telling ourselves we're not enough, we won't be able to do it. But at the same time, here is where we're telling you that we are just regular people, just like you out there who is watching us or who is coming to watch later. Fear is very normal in a human perspective. We will say that fear, is that part of it that tells you that, don't try. But if you are wise or you have wisdom in you, you will know that wisdom will always say that try, but go ahead and try wisely. Because then the wisdom itself will lead you to be careful or do that due diligence that we always talk about. And I know that too many of us as humans, we confuse the two. Here is where we're talking about fear and wisdom. Now, a lot of us get stuck in the fear, don't try. But instead of using the wisdom part of it to say that, I can go ahead and try, but at the same time, I would try wisely. That's where we confuse the two. And here is, if you're out there and you're confused about the two, maybe it's that time that you can try and tell yourself that you are enough. And every day that some of us, we started telling ourselves that if we put our mind into something, and especially having the right mindset and the right tools and resources, you can go out there and thrive really big. Here is where we're talking about, even us here. Myself, I was very skeptical few years ago, trying to look for other ways that I can be available for my children. And especially talking about, here we're talking about finances. So I was working multiple jobs because I needed more money. And at the same time, as a nurse, I know that many of us get really good pays. And at the end of the day, it's all about bills. You pay your bills and you're done for the week. And I was looking for a way that I can break free from the 9 to 5 grind, the 9 to 5 grind that kept me stuck on the same place. And I was very skeptical in a way that I thought that online is for the loud people, people who are out there, people who are always talk, or people who are social. I was like, I'm an introverted person. How can I come out here and win? How can I succeed in the online space when I can barely talk to people? My circle is small. How can I do that? And that thing kept me on the same spot. And I would say that at the beginning, I was tired and I was ready to take the step to move forward. But at the same time, when I started my business last year, it really took me a while actually to come out, to even do my first post on social media. That fear, what are people gonna say? How are they gonna see me? I mean, how am I gonna do this? I was scared of everything. But at the same time, I would say that honestly, I can admit that I was overthinking. I was thinking about what other people would say or how they would see me. I was waiting for that perfect time, which I've never seen it happen. And I was really looking around to see what other people are doing, but at the same time I was focusing at the wrong thing, or at the wrong spot, or at the wrong people, because it was just me. The business was about me and my family. I was looking for a way that I can be available for my children, but I forgot that that part of it is me. So, and the business was all about me sharing an opportunity to other moms out there who are working, or nurses who are working multiple jobs, moms who are working in demanding careers, so they can find this opportunity in the online space. And I know that that time, waiting for the right time never came. So um looking back right now, I can say that I realized that all this time I was waiting, it really costed me that growth. I've been able to grow myself, developmental skills that I've been able to earn from this business right here. And McKenna and I can tell you that this business has really changed lives. And I know that there's so many opportunities I walked by. Online opportunities were many. Starting, I had so many courses in the online space where I was trying to hide at the back, trying to do the business that nobody was gonna know about. And I'm like, if you start a business out there, whether it is a traditional business, whether it's any other businesses out there, how can you run a business without people, really? How can you run a business that nobody knows about, whether it's a traditional, whether it's in the online space? It's the same thing. It's the same perspective that we say that it's a real business, real people who see real results in the online space. And for me, when all this time I was skeptical, thinking about what is going to happen, at the same time losing on time, losing on income, losing on many experiences that I've been able to gain since I started this business. And many years that I've lost, doing the same thing over and over again, trying to escape the 9 to 5 grind that never came. So here is where I was able to remind myself that, I did not have to be perfect for me to start. I did not have to need all the skills or even to need any experience at all. I just had to come in as I was for me to thrive in the digital space. And I know that this one of the questions that really a lot of people reach out. They're like, how can I do this? I don't think I'm enough. I don't think I have the experience. But at the same time, not knowing that you do not have to be a perfectionist for you to succeed in our online business. We came as we were. We came without experience, but at the same time, we've been able to come out here and win big just because we have the right tools, the right resources, the right community, the right mindset for us to be able to thrive in the digital space. And many of people out there who are skeptical, if you're skeptical but you're still sitting, you know it's like you're not doing nothing about it. You're skeptical and you're okay with it. But if you're skeptical but you have the fear in you, but you feel like you need more, you want to do more, and that means that it's that time that you can take action and start your business in the online space. And that's exactly what we did. And we are here sharing this opportunity to as many people who are out there looking for ways to earn in the online space. That's what I would say, McKenna. Back to you.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. The thing that I love about this business is that we are always honest and truth. We like sharing our stories so that for the people out there, they can still benefit from that. Yeah, so for me, I remember even after skepticism, I joined the business, but still, the opportunities kept on passing because I was there. Not everything was figured out, and I got myself stuck because I was like, oh, I'm not a social media person. Oh my Jesus, I joined this business. It's all about marketing. Am I going to do? I really doubted myself maybe for like almost a year. Can you imagine? You remember how much I called you to say, hey, Annette, things are really, yeah. Why? Because mind shift. I've come to realize mind shift in this business, believing in yourself, going through the training over and over helps a lot. So thank you so much, my friend. Okay, let's move to our next question. It's about which weighs more on you, losing a little money trying or losing years of your life stuck in the same place. We always, I remember somebody called me this morning and said, hey, there is a Swahili hard that is going on. And somebody said, hey, how are you? I said, I'm good. Oh, tell me about this business. I was like, oh, this is a franchise online business. Yeah. What we do here is attraction marketing. And I was like, yeah, once you start your business, this is your business, it is in your name. So it's just like your shop. Yeah. And I was like, here, for you to check out the business so that you can clear all the doubt, you just need to register on my website, check the free webinar, and then pay the 149. And she was like, hey, when I pay the 149, because most of the people don't know that once you pay the 149, that is where you're going to get everything, our business model and everything. And she was like, so how much will I get after paying the 149? I was like, but I've told you this is your own business. Yeah, you're going to invest. You need some money to invest. And she was like, okay, so if I invest 1,000, how much will I get? And I was like, oh my goodness. So sometimes God brings opportunities to us, but we don't want to try because of that little money. It might not, maybe 149 might seem a lot to somebody, but still, I always tell people take the risk. Yeah. And again, as you know, this money has a that a day guarantee. You always get your money back. So tell us more, Annette. Which weighs more?
Thank you. This is a great question, but thank you for that. And some of this, it's not like it's bad to ask, and those are the right questions. And I know that I asked a few of them before I actually started. Um, and I know, I mean, to touch a little bit about what you just said. Yes, 149 might be a lot of money. Everybody's different. And at the same time, right now, I can really say that, 149, right now in the current life crisis that we have. 149, I am family of four, and 149 will not be enough for us for just one dinner. um and I know that taking a risk, especially in our business right here, that result that you'll be able to get, when you look back at 149, you will really be like, 149, wow, just 149, that changed my life. And again, at the end of the day, it depends on what you want in life. If you've been working multiple jobs and the money is going, you still have to go back to work. And at the end of the day, having an opportunity that will save you a lifetime, an opportunity that you will thank yourself later that you started early. Some of us right now, I always ask myself sometimes, when I look back where I started, I'm like, I wish that this opportunity came sooner. Like,
Mm-hmm.
years back that I've wasted. Not really, I don't regret anything, but at the same time, I feel like I could have been somewhere, somewhere in life right now if I had this opportunity earlier. But at the end of the day, I will say that, God really brought it at the right time, because I think that if I got it years back, I think I had not suffered enough for me to take action.
Yeah.
And, it depends on where somebody is in life.
Yes.
If you've worked multiple jobs, you're tired, you are gone all day, your kids are asking for you all the time, but you don't have a choice but to go and clock in. Right now, I get to work a few days, in a week, and at the end of the day, I'm right here running my business full time. And right now, if it was like 2 years back, I could have been picking up shift by now. You could not find me here, and that's why a lot of people reach me out. Those people who know me, and they're like, how come you're always available? I always see you. But, remember, I'm not on live all day long. I
Mm-hmm.
only come on here 30 minutes, but people feel like, I have more time. They see me more in the online space than they see me at work. Here is to tell you that you have a system that is created, a system that will work for you when you're not even available to work. And that's how exactly the business that runs at the background when we're not there to do it. And that's why you see a lot of people in our platform that retire in a few years of starting this business, and they put the 9 to 5 on the side, and they're focused more on the business, because the business really pays them more than their 9 to 5. So then how can you choose that compared to your 9 to 5? You're getting more here. And here is where we're talking about building a legacy for yourself and your family. So, to answer your question, this is a great question, and losing a little time trying that, and losing a years of getting stuck. And I know that that's where I'm coming from, and I will answer it in a way that, I feel like this business has changed my life. For me, I will say that I've lost time more than money, because I know if I saw this opportunity earlier, if I took action right away when I saw the opportunity, then I could have been farther right now in my business. But you can never get back time. But if you take action, instead of picking, if you're still at the same spot for years and you have tried a lot of things that are not working, and here is where I found an opportunity that is created for busy people like me. And here is where I said, I've lost time, of course, I've lost everything, but at the same time, I was still sitting, doubting myself, waiting for the right time. But regret does not really help me in any way at the moment. I've lost time previously, but right now is where I've been able to get that time freedom and financial freedom for myself back. And here is where I'm creating a better life for myself and my children, because I know that at my 9 to 5, as much as I work all day long, you know I don't create anything for them. It's just, everything I create from my 9 to 5 is for us right now. But this business is creating a lifetime for myself and my children. That's why nowadays I focus more on my business, because I don't want to keep losing more time again. I've lost enough time already. Now I want to, put more effort in my business, knowing that I'm creating a legacy for myself and my family. And, very soon here, I'll be able to retire early and not waiting for 67 or 71 for me to retire. And, right
Yes.
now I've been seeing nurses coming back at 71. After retirement, the money is gone already and they're coming back to work at 71. I don't think I'll be able to work at that time. That's why I'm focusing more now. Since
Mm-hmm.
I'm young and I have the energy to do so, at the end of the day I'll be able to attain the goals that I want to attain in life. So I would say that here is where the ball is in whoever that is watching. If you don't have a business for you, if you don't have a strategy that will work for you, even when you're sleeping, this is what we tell you, that this opportunity is the best that you can ever find out there. So all I have to say that trying is not the same as sitting and watching from the sidelines. If
Mm-hmm.
you can take action, you will save the time that you could have lost even years to come. Yeah. Thank you.
Wow, that for sure. Yeah, that for sure. Somebody like me, if you'd brought this idea like 2 years ago, I would have said, no, 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 no. I'm okay. I'm serving God. Yeah, this is my ministry. I just need to be here. Yes. But when something comes and gives you that push, you're like, yeah, I just need to get out of this comfort zone. So another question is, do you think skepticism has kept more people broke than failure ever has? Yeah, for me, let me say that all my life I've lived paycheck to paycheck life. I can say I think I stayed in my comfort zone. Hey, maybe can I don't want to say forever, but that really kept me there for long, and I was not able to think if I would have done something. And maybe this opportunity, like the one we have, was not there because this business started like 8, 9 years ago. So, but still, I had a chance to do something, but in my life, I've never thought of, yeah. So if you're out there, don't feel like, hey, my goodness, I wish I knew about this. Sometimes, as Aneta said, God's timing is the best. There is always that right time. And if you're able to take the opportunity, it really helps. So, Annette, try to answer this question for us.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. Yes, I will say that um, failure, yes, it does lead people to, it does lead you to be broke. Um, I would say failure really teaches you something that moves forward. I know that sometimes, we fail. Well, as human, we fail all the time, but at the end of the day, when you decide not to try, that is where the mistake happens. Because I know that sometimes you have to fail. Even in school, sometimes, even in classes, if you fail, you learn even better than when you try. you know if you fail an exam and you try to do it the second time, I know that it's obviously that you will see an improvement there. And a lot of us learn from failing, because mistakes that we do previously, when we correct ourselves, we get to be at the right place. So I know that skepticism, on the other hand, will keep you frozen. So here is where it will keep you at the same spot. It will keep you broke all the time, because you're thinking about what is going to happen. What is this opportunity going to open up? I mean, I don't feel like I'm able to do it. I don't think it's the right thing for me to do at this time. And you keep waiting, but at the same time, you remain stuck, you remain frozen at the same spot. But if you decide that, I've been skeptical enough, and I'm still doing the same thing over and over again, and you take action right there, you will see what it's going to do to your life. So, the trick to a lot of us will feel like, skeptical, you have tricks here and there that you can do for you to be able to unfreeze yourself. But at the end of the day, you are stuck at your comfort zone. You feel like skeptical really keeps you at the comfort zone. It will keep you sitting on the same place, and you feel like, oh, I'm safe here because I don't want to go on the other side of the, or but at the end of the day, you will find yourself sitting on the same spot for years to come. But when you try something and you fail at it, that means you're stepping into another area of where instead of feeling stuck and feeling like you are caged at the same spot. So for you to decide to fail, that means that you're taking the next step for you to open up many doors out there. And here
Mm-hmm.
is where we're talking about, trying something new. If you've been doing the same thing over and over again, that means that it's that time that you need to find something that will open up another way of doing things differently. And
Yes.
that will wait for you to take action and stop being skeptical. At the end of the day, when you take that action the first time, if you keep in your mind that if you start something you will fail at it, that means your mind is focused on failing, not succeeding. So but if you change your mindset, or you change how you think, or sometimes it's okay to thank yourself. Try this today, and tomorrow you feel like if you thank yourself, or even being grateful at what you do every day, opens up more open doors for you. So if you keep stuck, keep skeptical, or you're skeptical, you're waiting for the right time, you will still be at the same place. So I will say that this will keep you broke, but if you take that action, it will open more doors for you. So yeah, thank you,
Wow,
McKenna.
wow. Thank you, thank you. I know this comment is from you, but I want to put it on the screen from YouTube. You say, doubt feels safe, but it's the most expensive thing you ever won. It's still time. Yeah, it steals time, opportunities, and the future you could have had. That is for sure. I agree. I totally agree with you. So I just want to thank God for giving us this opportunity today to just come before our people and share our story, and also remind ourselves that yes, we are where we are because we took that opportunity. We wanted to try. And therefore, if you're out there, our websites are here. All what you need is just to go to your Google tab and write our website there, and then from there just to register with your name and your email. Feel free to just take time, watch that webinar, and also reach out to us for more questions because as you all know, there's a lot that goes on social media, but if you take time to ask, that helps a lot. If you take time to do your due diligence, that also helps on the other hand. So don't just stay back and feel like, oh my goodness, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what to do. I've tried one, two, three before. It failed. That doesn't call you a failure. Yeah. So please keep going. Otherwise, I'm so grateful for today. Thank you.
And actually, I want to
Mhm.
add into that. Yes, we have our live webinar. Today is Tuesday. We have our live webinar that goes up at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time every week. You can watch a live webinar as many times as you want. But at the end of the day, that is where we tell you that, skepticism will not push you forward. It will just keep you at the same spot and not trying new opportunities. So here is where you can find out that, people who are ready to take action usually take action straight ahead. If you're ready to have to spare a few of your time, 1 hour of your time, and watch our live webinar that will teach you, or that will show you more all about our digital business. Our live webinar really explains more of what we do, what our digital business is all about. So when you go there, that's where you can ask all the live questions that you want. You can ask live there, and somebody will be there to answer your questions. And at the end of the day, that will tell us that you're ready to take action. Because sometimes when people keep asking questions and not taking action, it means that they're not ready to change their lives. They are comfortable. They're feeling, they are at that comfort zone where they don't want to take action. But whenever you're ready to at least try an opportunity, that's where we tell you that our webinar is free, that you can go watch. I mean, 1 hour of your time. That's the only time that you want to spare to see if it's something that will align with your goals and dreams that you can take action on. So then from there, you can reach out to us, and then that's exactly what we do. When you reach out, we'll answer more of your questions. If you have more questions, again, you have that opportunity to sit down with one of our coaches who will take you through the journey and showing you exactly how you can get started. That's all I wanted to add into that, Maken.
Wow, thank you so much. So, guys, we are waiting for you on the other side. Yeah, so just
Yeah,
register today, reach out to us. And as we always say, don't do that in the two websites. Just pick one
yeah,
and do that because our system will not really allow that. Otherwise, we just want to thank God for giving us that opportunity to share our stories with you and to encourage you and to tell you there is still something that is legit out there. Yeah. And you can check this out.
absolutely.
Otherwise, I will see you again tomorrow with another guest. Thank you,
Yeah.
Annette, for
All right.
gracing
Thank you,
our day
Makina, for
today.
inviting me here. I really
Yeah.
appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you
Hmm.
so much. And
All
thank you
right,
for
most
our viewers and for those who are coming back to watch our replay.
yeah, blessings to you, everybody.
Yeah. All right. Have a great day.